that at 11:30 I'm appearing before another committee of the House, so that you could indulge me. Oh, actually, was supposed to have been now, but it's fine. Yeah, Chair. I agree with the Honorable David Ocheng, my former student who is now doing oversight, that the key issue about the Northern Corridor, other than traffic and security management, is competitiveness for trade in the region. The presidential directive that I referred to, which was issued from Mombasa 3 weeks ago by President William Ruto, was very particular on the Northern Corridor. And it was very particular. It was, in fact, he made that declaration after meeting the port users in the port of Mombasa. It was one of the resolutions of the port users meeting with the president, that we are losing our competitiveness because of the delays and the corruption issues around the corridor. Therefore, in that context, the removal or the directive of the removal of roadblocks has been expedited or has been informed by the need to increase Kenya's competitiveness in the region because we are losing it. And as I have assured this committee a few minutes ago, Chair, I want to repeat, we'll remove all roadblocks from the Northern Corridor and elsewhere by 1st of November. There will be no excuses, and I'm willing to come back here in November to report progress. We have to do it. In terms of what happens after the removal of the roadblocks, I have said there is the cameras issue that will deal with the speed issues, and then the picketing, the patrols are also inevitable because from a security standpoint, we will still have a bit of that. We cannot leave these, especially transit and commercial vehicles, flying all the way from Mombasa without any policing of some kind. It can actually be counterproductive in terms of the safety of those goods and in terms of attacks. I do accept we have a national problem called corruption. And I don't think any agency of the government of Kenya is free from this problem. I have said that we have a problem of corrupt police officers, corrupt immigration officers. I have received a lot of complaints. The president has received complaints even from his counterparts outside this country, that as a country we have elements within the public service who are corrupt. And I am saying this again for the avoidance of doubt, that whereas we have very patriotic police officers who are going out of their way to secure the country, sometimes with their own lives, we have others who are corrupt. They are taking bribes, they are harassing motorists. And the same case applies to our immigration officers. I therefore want to say, yes, we have a problem. And I want to inform your committee chair that I'll take leadership in cleaning up the mess that we have in the agencies that fall within my ministry. As I have said, I have received credible intelligence that could suggest that part of our problem in the processing of passport is a corruption problem. And in my second accountability statement, which I gave in May, I admitted we have a problem with immigration. And I want to commit that I'll provide leadership there. We will clean Nyayo House from corruption and all manner of crimes. There are good officers who are there serving the country very patriotically, but there are few. There are few. That is the problem. There are others there collecting bribes and harassing the people of Kenya to get services which they should be getting for free and as their right. So, Chair, I have managed greater challenges in the last 10 months. And I think since some of the issues that were really running out of hand are now manageable, I will take the challenge which has been given to me. I'll spend a bit more time physically to provide the leadership that we require and clean up that Nyayo House place. Many Kenyans have suffered from that place. And we will take very drastic action. If need be, we'll seal off the place and declare it a scene of crime. Because you cannot have a public office where people, I have sometimes done impromptu visits there at very odd hours. As early as 6 a.m., you'll find Kenyans queuing all the way to Teleposta. I don't know, it's a bad image. And so we will rid that place of all criminals, including the brokers who extort money around there. I have already made, this week I have had a very candid discussion with the PS and the Director of Immigration. And we have agreed on what to do. And it's not going to be business as usual. We must clean up, because with that kind of situation, then it appears to me that perhaps some of the challenges we are having around terrorism could be perpetuated through some of these practices. It's going to be impossible going forward for a person who does not qualify to get a passport or an ID of the Republic of Kenya. And the solution is not in punishing some people who come from certain parts of the country and presenting them to long delays. I was in Moyale 2 months ago, and I was shocked that there are children there who are 21. They applied for IDs at 18, and 3 years until now, they do not have identity cards. That is not the solution. The solution is cleaning up the place, and I commit I will do the job. Chair, on the issue of the fear that the patrols will still perpetuate the same corruption, I think there is a way we will handle that, because the policy framework we want to enforce is that transit vehicles should not be stopped unless there is a commission of a cognizable offense. The way bridges can help us in managing the other security concerns, but the patrols should be just to make sure that criminals are aware that the corridor is policed. Is best practice even internationally. Yeah, other than criminals knowing that now there is no single police officer on site, and those people transporting goods are on their own. Then, Chair, is we have had the member for Kericho, she has said there is a lot of crime and social evils around the places where trucks stop overnight. So from our side, we can only say that we will enhance our security surveillance to make sure that the people are safe. Secondly, Chair, our role is to ensure also that children who are supposed to be in school are not taken into pubs and other places and recruited into irresponsible behavior. So our chiefs will be asking our national government administration officers on all those places, right from Mariakani all the way to Malaba, to make sure that special enforcement around kids, around children, is